Ah, well, Rust, the old guilty pleasure of mine. One of the most insane and over-the-top survival games, well, ever. But is it actually worth it? And should you actually consider buying this game right now? Or should you just move on? Maybe other survival games or anything else? So, without further ado, let's just discuss that. And as always, I'm not gonna be wasting your time, and I'm going to be giving you the answer right away to, well, not waste your time, I guess, and just to give you a chance to play this game or any other games. And the answer is this: if you like PvP games, yes, absolutely worth it. If you like only PvE games, maybe not that much. If you want the games with a good story, not that much. If you want the game where you make your own story and you make your own adventures over and over again, yes, absolutely. Rust is one of the most over-the-top and insane survival games, period. And it is an experience that every gamer should at least try once in their lifetimes. Let's just discuss that. It's no secret that I actually don't enjoy survival game genre, and there are very few games that I actually enjoy, and to be fair, Rust is actually one of them. But what even is this? Rust is multiplayer PvP post-apocalyptic survival game where you actually have only one goal: to survive. And unlike many other survival games, this game takes it literally, because it is insanely difficult to survive in this game. Not because of an environment, but because of other players, because this game is PvP. Unless you don't play on a PvP server, which you're going to be doing a very big disservice to yourself. So in this game, you wake up on a shore of some distant land, completely naked, armed with a rock, and you are given just one goal: to survive. You start collecting resources around you and start building your basic tools, and then building a basic shelter. And on a path to that, you need to actually control your hunger, your thirst, and very basic survival things like that. As you progress through the game, you basically build a base for yourself where you have your crafting station to, well, build different things. And there you see all the blueprints that this game is actually providing to you. There's those blueprints actually hidden behind the paywall, well, kind of in-game paywall, and you need a resource called scraps in order to, well, unlock these, well, blueprints. And what you do, you go for the scavenging. There are different wild animals that you need to, well, protect yourself against, and you need to scavenge different places in order to find a scrap and find a different crafting resource. And then you need to return, unlock this blueprint, and, well, with the resources collected, build these different blueprints. And blueprints actually vary from the very basic one, like from the spear or from an axe, and ending with the things like even a helicopter or things like that. You can unlock a bunch of weapons, bunch of armor, and bunch of different things that will help you to survive. But overall, until now, this all sounded pretty much very generic. It's existing in every single survival game, or basically in every single game as well. What makes this game very different is PvP aspect. What you are doing, other players on the same server, on the same map, are doing as well. And the easiest way to get different resources is not to go and gather and just find it yourself, is to take from other players. And that's where the danger actually starts. Because if you're not well prepared and if you are not well protected, other players will eventually find you, and they will do everything in their strength to take everything that you have and to kill you. And yeah, this game is actually full loot. Basically, if they will kill you, they will take everything from you. And because of this, every single playthrough and every single time you, well, wake up on this place or on this land, the game is completely different adventure every single time. Because of other players, you are constantly interacting with other players, and more often than not, those players are very toxic and very non-friendly. But sometimes you're gonna have very interesting situations, like you're gonna stumble upon like two people fighting each other, and you can just finish off the one that survived, and things like that. You can encounter a big clan fortresses and things like that, which makes the game very interesting. There are also different monuments in this game, which can be a giant oil rigs or oil tankers, or a bunch of different places where you have a bunch of different loots, and you're gonna see all the players are just trying to get this loot or trying to kill each other in order to, well, take everything from other players. And this makes the game very interesting and very cool experience, which is impossible to just convey through just simple speech. You need to experience this yourself. I highly suggest you to search on YouTube a bunch of videos about this different Rust raids and things like that, because the things that you're gonna see are completely insane. And trust me, the game is like that constantly. The game is going to be actually pretty difficult if you're gonna play it alone, but it's actually not impossible. If you're gonna lay low, build your base build your base in a very good position where not a lot of players are actually venturing, you're gonna be fine. But yeah, it's still going to be a constant danger. The game has a bunch of different servers ranging from official to community or even modded servers, so you will find basically every situation that you want. If you want to play just on regular PvP server, you can do that. If you want to play with if you want to play on a server where you have increased multiply for resource gathering, you can have. So basically you need to in those servers you will spend less time on gathering resources. If you want to play with low population server and have a lower chance of PvP, you can actually do that as well. If you want to play on server with a bunch of different mods, well, you can do that as well, making this game even more intense and insane. But there is a downside, and well, the game's downside is its upside as well, and it's, well, PvP. You're gonna lose a lot of your stuff very often. Like very, very often. It's not the game of how far you can go, it's a game of how far you can go before you will be killed and everything will be taken away from you and you will need to start from zero again. That's basically what it is. You can say that this game is a battle royale, but instead of continuing for like 15 to 30 minutes, it continues for weeks, because usually the servers are getting wipes every week or so, or sometimes even longer, sometimes even shorter. So you're not gonna see an overbuilt servers built like completely overrun by all the buildings of other people. The servers are usually getting wipes and everyone just goes back to zero and starting all over again. But this constant struggle to survive makes the game even more fun, unless you don't enjoy things like that, because I know that some of you will not enjoy things like that. You will never know until you will try. I've played this game first a few years ago, and to be fair, I didn't like it at first, but as I continued playing and as I continued playing with friends who actually knew the game, it became actually very cool and very interesting, because when you're landing the kills and starting to learn how the game actually works, the game actually blossoms and transforms into something very beautiful. Yes, the game is not easy, and it does not become easy basically ever. Still does not make it less fun. Now let's talk about the pricing of this game and whether it's actually worth it to buy this game, well, financially speaking. So game is available on Steam for the base price of $39.99 for tier 1 countries and $19.99 for tier 2 countries, and at its lowest it can go as low as $8.74 for tier 1 countries and $4.12 for tier 2 countries. So to be fair, game does not go that deep into those prices very often anymore, but you can find this game on 50% discount pretty often. And the question is this: is this game worth it for those prices? Well, to be fair, I would not pay full price for this game because, yeah, again, because of its age, and most likely you will be able to find this game for much cheaper on key websites or on a discount on Steam itself, or maybe on other platforms as well. But on a discount for 50% or lower, 100%. This game is 100% worth it, because there are a lot of players playing this game and a lot of players are enjoying this game every single day. And I kid you not, there are always 50 to 100,000 people playing this game on Steam every single day, and every single time. You will rarely see player count below 50,000 people, which is insane number. So is this game worth it for those prices? On a discount, on basically any discount, yes, absolutely. This is one of the most interesting experiences, well, you will experience. And if you want a real, if you want a real survival multiplayer PvP game, I'm looking at you, Fallout 76. If you want the real one, go and play Rust. This is how multiplayer PvP game in post-apocalyptic setting is done. This is how it should be, and every game should try to copy Rust, not try to do whatever Fallout 76 does. Yes, I know a lot of people are hating me for hating Fallout 76, but yeah, I'm just saying what I think. So yeah, go and get Rust. You're gonna enjoy, or you're gonna get frustrated and enjoy getting frustrated. Well, this is it for today. Thank you for being here with me. Like the videos, who liked it, subscribe for more videos like this one, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.